Howdy folks, I'm Jim Dugan. I'm the Peace Pole Maker at the World Peace Sanctuary in Passaic, New York. And today I'm going to show you how to apply a heavy-duty vinyl decal to your peace pole, or your mailbox, or your Cessna, or whatever. These are made, there are 3 layers, as we'll see. There's a top sticky cover sheet that's going to help us get the decal down. Sandwiched in the middle is the vinyl cutout decal itself, and then on the back we have a wax paper protector. And the first thing I do is, today we're working with a vinyl sleeve, so it's 4 inches wide. So to get my center marks, I'm going to take my speed square and put a center mark at 2 inches. And I want all my letters to be, you want them to be perfect all the way around at the same height. The gap, you'll see my lines here. There's our horizontal line is going to give us the top. There's your centering line, and then you have a centering line on the bottom also. So now we have those matching marks on our pole for our height and our center. So with this, I make the mark 2 inches down because I want all the lettering to be at 2.5 inches from this cut mark, and then this piece pole will get a top on it. So the very first thing we do is we peel off the back protector paper. It's usually a little easier than it looks right now. Now you'll notice that I'm pulling horizontally with my hand close to the table. You don't want to pull it up vertically. You could risk taking the vinyl lettering off of your application sticky paper. And I pick it up and turn it over in my hands, keeping my fingers holding it taut on the ends. And you want to make sure you put your thumbs where you can still see your lines, at least enough to get it in place. And holding this really tight, I'm holding it just above the substrate, and I line up my top line and both of my centering lines. And I push this side down with my left hand, making sure my right one's still on. I'm holding this right side just above, so this all isn't touching yet. And then you want to just get that end down, and then we're going to chase the air bubbles all right out and get a nice firm application down. And then very simply, we're going to peel this top off. And you want to, once again, keep it at a very low plane where you're pulling. Look how nicely it's coming up. You'll notice I'm pulling a little bit on an angle. I found that with most of your the lettering that's used around the planet, a lot of them have sharp corners and straight edges, and by going in on an angle, I've learned that you reduce the risk of it possibly anything peeling up. And you'll see I don't see no bubbles, anything in here. If you were to see a little tiny bubble, you can chase it out with your finger. One thing I've learned, I actually usually, when I mass produce these, so to speak, each one with love. And I've learned that I leave that cover paper on for 24 hours before I take it off. I found that it just gets a little less bubbles in it when there occasionally are. Make sure you clean your pole. To start, I use denatured alcohol and a cloth, True story, in Scotland we had used gin one time. So there you go. Really, really, really simple to get your vinyl decal on your peace pole, and we thank you for joining us, and may peace prevail on earth. Let's make some poles.